Welcome back to another episode on Anxiety Doesn't Own Me podcast. My name is Emmanuel Isaacson, and I'm an anxiety coach who helps people to overcome and heal their anxiety naturally. On today's episode, what I'm going to be discussing is to give you guys a better and more deeper understanding of what anxiety actually is. Because I know a lot of us, whenever we are struggling with anxiety, we don't have a full understanding. Where most of us, we're confused, we're kind of lost, because this is something new that we have never experienced. This is something that we've never really understood. And this is something new that we've never experienced, and it's very confusing and may feel like we're going insane, and we don't understand why we're having symptoms, why we're having panic attacks. We feel like as if we have a health issue, and we're constantly going to the doctor, and we are afraid of going places, doing things, all because of anxiety, because we feel that fear. And even if the reality is safe, we still feel that way. And today I want to give you guys an understanding so that you know what anxiety is and how it tricks us into believing that we are in danger when in reality, everything is fine. So the first thing is, what is anxiety? Anxiety in its essence, its purpose, is there to protect us from danger. That's its job. This is why you have a lot of fear right now, because you are afraid that you're in danger. So you are protecting yourself. And the way you protect yourself is either you avoid certain situations, certain places, you either stay home, or whatever it is that you do in order to make sure that you are going to feel okay. Now, Anxiety, as I said, is there to protect us from danger. So whenever we are in an actual danger situation, it's responsible to protect us from that. So that we either flight, jet out of there, or we're either going to fight. And whenever that happens, whenever we are in a way triggered, whenever it's triggered, certain things happen in our body. Certain things take place. The amygdala that's in our brain, the oldest part of the brain, is what perceives what's dangerous and what's not. It sends out a signal to the sympathetic nervous system to activate the fight and fight mode. Now, when they activate the fight and fight mode, we're feeling anxious. We have anxiety. Now, what's happening is that our adrenaline, the first thing that happens, adrenaline's getting pumped in, and also cortisol is getting pumped in. And whenever adrenaline is getting pumped in, it does a lot of things. Like it can increase your heart rate. It can spike your blood sugar. It can do a lot of things in your body in order to protect you from that danger. Another thing that happens is that blood is getting rerouted from certain parts in your body to your muscles in order, again, to protect you. You see, everything is happening in order to protect you from the danger that's in front of you, that you're about to experience. You start having racing thoughts. The reason why you're having racing thoughts is that you can think quicker and make quick decisions that way. Also, as well, you get laser focused on one thing, because again, we want to make sure that we are okay. So we have to be laser focused. And also, we may feel sick to our stomach, right? We may feel sick to our stomach because of everything that's happening. The blood getting rerouted, the adrenaline getting pumped in, the cortisol getting pumped in. All of these things that's happening is making us feel sick to our stomach. As well, we start to breathe more shallow because we have to get more oxygen into our body. So you see everything that's happening is in order to protect you from the danger. Just like whenever we're pumping in more oxygen into our body to give us more energy. You understand? So everything that's happening is normal. It's normal to experience. The problem that we are having, the issue that we are having is that we have an anxiety disorder. Now, with an anxiety disorder, it's completely different. Well, again, the only reason why it's completely different is because your anxiety is on 24/7. It's just nonstop. So you are experiencing anxiety even when you're safe. Even when you're completely safe in your home, you are experiencing anxiety. Like, wait, why am I feeling anxious? Like, I don't understand. I'm in a safe place. Like, nothing bad is happening with me. What's going on? It's because we have an anxiety disorder. Now, the question is, how did we get this anxiety disorder? How do we get an anxiety disorder? Where did that come from? Now, the reason why we have an anxiety disorder is because from years and years and years of stress, worry, and pressure that we have in our lives. So it's putting pressure on our sympathetic nervous system. It's putting stress on it, all our worry and everything. And then what happens is that a certain event, it can be anything. It can be something small. It can be something big. Doesn't matter what. It overloads the system. It literally overdrives the system. And it makes our sympathetic nervous system go haywire because of that years and years and years of the buildup that eventually a certain event, it can be a tiny event, it can be something big, whatever it is, boom, it triggers it. And then all of a sudden, we're having anxiety nonstop. And we can't stop it. We cannot stop it, right, guys? We cannot stop it. Like, why can I not stop this? Now, that's the reason why we have an anxiety disorder. It's because of that. And that can come from your stresses in life. It can come from self-esteem issues. It can come from self-confidence issues. It can come from abuse. It can come from so many different things that happen in your life. It doesn't matter what it is, but the reason is because of the stress, worry, and pressure that you have in your life. That's the reason why. And you have to understand the sympathetic nervous system is responsible for that. This is why you easily get overwhelmed. This is why you cannot handle stress right now. You cannot handle pressure. This is why you're worrying nonstop. Because the sympathetic nervous system can't handle it. It cannot handle these things anymore. It's tired. It is drained out from years and years and years. And we need to heal that. We need to heal that. On top of that, we also have CB1 receptors in our brain that is being blocked right now. And we need to unblock it. We need to be able to unblock it. This is why Calmly can really help with that. It can help you to feel calmer and unblock the CB1 receptors and as well start to heal your sympathetic nervous system so that you can start feeling much better. Because again, the key over here is to be in a calmer state of mind. So if we are feeling stressed out, worry, and pressure, it's not really helping us. It's making it worse. So we need to be in a calm state of mind. And of course, you can't do that 24/7, but we want to get to the point where we feel calmer. And of course, there's ways to do that. There's mental ways to do that, and also physical ways, and also natural ways. Whatever it is, there's different ways that we can calm down our anxiety so that we can start healing ourselves, because we need to heal ourselves. We need to heal ourselves and overcome this thing. So again, our anxiety is there to protect us. And the way it works is that the amygdala sends a signal to the sympathetic nervous system to activate the fight and fight mode. And that's the way it protects us. Now, whenever we have an anxiety disorder, that means our sympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for our anxiety, which is responsible for everything that we are experiencing right now, is on overdrive. It's on overload because of years and years of stress, worry, and pressure. And what we need to do is to heal that. You understand? That's the thing. Now, how do we heal that? How do we heal our anxiety? How do we do that? The way we heal our anxiety is by, number one, we have to take some natural remedies, like Calmly. Like back in the day, I didn't have this natural remedy, and I really wish I did. I took something called Rescue, and Rescue did not help me for anything. It really didn't. I think it was more of just for me to calm down because I didn't want to take medication. So I took that. And it didn't help me. It didn't help me feel calmer or anything like that. But you guys have Calmly, and you guys can take that, and it can really help you to calm down. But also, guys, as well, we have to work on our mindset. Because you have to understand, we have stress, worry, and pressure that is contributing to our anxiety. Now, how do we take the stress, worry, and pressure? How do we do that? Again, our life is going to be, there's going to be stresses, there are going to be worries, and there are going to be pressures. But the question is, how do we handle that? That's the question. To build the right mindset, to think more positively, to heal our past situations that we went through, to build our self-esteem, to build our self-confidence so that we can start feeling much better. Also, emotionally, we need to heal ourselves emotionally, build our emotional intellect so that we're able to express ourselves, so that we're able to understand what we are going through, so that we can direct it in the right way to be able to heal ourselves emotionally. It's going to be a huge impact because right now we are very emotional. And the reason why we're very emotional, again, you guys guessed it right, because the sympathetic nervous system is on overdrive. So we're very emotional because of whatever we're experiencing. Now, Another thing that we need to do is also develop our spirituality. Faith is such a big thing. Like, having faith in the future can really calm ourselves down. Like, if you're thinking about the future and you're nervous about the future, if you have faith and understand, like, you know what? It's going to be good. It's going to be great. It's not going to be the way I think, because the way we think and reality are two different things, guys. It's two different things. And especially if we have an anxiety disorder, it's completely different than we think. So having faith can really help out with that. And even besides that, just develop our spirituality, just to develop ourselves in a more spiritual way, because again, every single human has 4 parts to them: the physical body, the mental, the emotional, the spiritual. And we need to develop all 4 of them because they have been neglected for a very, very long time. And again, this is the reason why. Now, nowadays, more people are more prone to have anxiety because of the way we live. We're not living in a very healthy way because of the technology that we have. I think it contributes a lot to it. Think about it back in the day. Whenever you would hear something, you wouldn't be able to see video of it 24/7, something bad happening. And it's not always in your face. Nowadays, it's always constantly in your face. And we need to start maneuvering out of that and start, healing ourselves. But again, the point of this episode is to give you a much deeper understanding of what anxiety is, how it works, how it tricks us into believing that we are in danger. You see, when we're having an anxiety disorder, our sympathetic nervous system is on overdrive, right? So it's always on fear mode whenever there's nothing to be fear about. There's nothing to be fear about. So like, let's say walking out of the house, it's afraid, but there's nothing there. And the reason why it's tricking us, because our sympathetic nervous system is on overdrive and it cannot stop the thoughts. It cannot control it anymore. So we need to come and start maneuvering out and start routing those thoughts and start changing our thoughts and start healing ourselves. But I just wanted to give you guys a more in-depth understanding of what anxiety is, what its purpose, and how it actually works, and what we can do in order for us to start feeling better. If you did like this episode, please click the like button and leave a 5-star review. The reason why I ask is because this way we're able to reach more people, and the more people that we can actually reach, the more people that we can actually help. Because my mission in this world, my purpose, is to help people to overcome and heal their anxiety naturally and show them that it's possible to overcome. Thank you guys. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.